Hi, it's Tea Tuesday. This is an open collaboration that was started by Life with Patty and Kathy's Favorite Things. Anyone can join. Just upload your video and hashtag it Tea Tuesday. If you don't drink tea, that's okay too. You can drink another beverage. You can drink water, soda, coffee. And I'd like to thank our host, Patty and Kathy, for allowing us to join in this collaboration. I think you'll really like it. Hi, welcome to Tea Tuesday. I'm Ina Lisa. If this is your first time, come join us, grab a cup of tea or something to drink. Today we're going to be drinking, I'm drinking peach tea, and I mixed it with some iced tea that I had. That is really good too. That's a tip. If you have excuse me, if you have the flavored tea, you can always add it to your sweet tea, to your regular sweet tea. It tastes so good. And this peach is delicious. All of you know though, if you've been following me, I'm so in love with these flavored teas. So that's my treat every day, is to drink flavored tea. Today's going to be a little bit different than usual. It's going to be more of a serious kind of video, but I'm going to be giving you some 3 tips. You probably already know them, but I just wanted to put it out there because some people that watch me still have teenagers and different things, or you have grandchildren. You know, it doesn't matter, you know, how old we are. We still have loved ones that we want to keep safe. So today I want to be talking about how to protect yourself. Not self-defense protection per se, but how to protect yourself. And the first, number one, never, 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 never go to the second location. And what do I mean by that? Is if someone comes up to you and they have a knife or a gun and they're telling you to get in the car, never, never, never drive to the second location, because chances are, if you go to that second location, it's going to be an isolated place and it's not going to have a good outcome. It's better for you to fight where you are, in the parking lot that you're in the parking garage you're in. If you're going into your house, it's better to be in the yard than inside of the house. Don't go into the house. Fight whatever you have to do there. Fight for your life. So make sure that you never, ever, ever go to the second location. And make as much noise as you can, because usually people who are doing this do not want to draw attention to themselves. So they're not going to want you to make noise, and they're going to tell you to be quiet. Make as much noise, be as loud as you can, because your chances of survival will depend on what you do in that situation. Of course, none of us know what we would do. We do not know what we would do in any given situation. But if you prepare ahead of time that maybe, you know, this is what I should do, this is what I should do, you may go by that and it kick in and you start doing what you need to survive. But follow your instincts, do what your instincts tell you to do, and try to fight right there. Never ever go to that second location. I tell my children that all the time. My granddaughter, we went to the Dogwood Festival this past Saturday, and we went, and she went to the bathroom, and she went up to the stage where they were having a concert. And the first thing I told her, I said, when she started walking away, I said, remember, never go to the second location. She said, I know, Grandma, I know. So remember, never, ever, ever go to that second location. So be sure to tell your kids. And it doesn't have to be just females. It's males too. Because somebody could carjack, you know, be trying to carjack your car or whatever. If they want just that car, give them that car. But maybe they're wanting you to get in and go to the bank or whatever the situation is. Do not get in that car with them. Do not get in that car with them. And as soon as you get in the car, when you go anywhere, be aware of your surroundings. And as soon as you get in that car, you need to lock your car. Lock your car. And as well too, when you go to the gas station. When I go to the gas station, if I'm alone, I lock my car while I'm pumping gas, because I don't want somebody to go get in that passenger seat as I'm putting the pump back. I want to make sure nobody's getting into my car. So you need to make sure that you're mindful of things like that also. So, and then with my son, most of you know already, he has Down syndrome. And when we go places, we have things that we do for safety things. You know, just like that. If he's left into the car is locked. The car is locked. So, and nobody, you know, we have a plan of what would be done. So, you know, be mindful of that. You know, don't leave your keys in ignition. I know most of us, we cut off our car anyway when we, you know, get out to pump gas. But especially if you have someone in that car, you don't want to leave those keys in the ignition. You're pumping gas. They come jump on your car, push you down, and take your car with whoever your loved one is in that car. So be mindful of that. Make sure that car is locked with that person in that car. So that's just the mom in me. Moms, you know how it is. You know, you'll do anything to keep your children and your loved ones safe. So, and it doesn't matter whether it's male or female who's in the car, or, you know, in any of these circumstances, men can be, you know, kidnapped, men can be abducted, men can be, you know, assaulted. You know, you need to fight right there, whether they have a knife, the gun, it doesn't matter. Your chances of survival is to fight for your life right there. So, and the second thing is false sense of security with pepper spray. I talk to so many women, and they tell me, oh, I have pepper spray. I'm just going to pepper spray them. And then I've had a couple of people tell me, well, I have bear spray. I'm going to spray them with bear spray. Well, not everybody is affected by the pepper sprays. So, you know, certainly probably someone would be affected by it, and especially the bear spray. I don't know anything about bear spray. But what if it doesn't work? What is your plan B? If the pepper spray does not work, what are you going to do? You spray the person, you spray them to their eyes and their face, and there's no reaction. Then what is your plan? You have to have a plan B. So be sure that whenever you get ready to spray that pepper spray, make sure that you have a plan B of what you're going to do next. And when you spray the pepper spray, if you're standing directly in front of someone and you spray the pepper spray, once you spray that pepper spray, you need to move out of the way. You need to move to the left or to the right, because that person that you sprayed is going to be ready to fight, and they're going to be ready to fight you. So what you have to do is you have to move to the left or the right and try to get out of there, but move to the left or right immediately, because they're going to try to hit you or whatever, attack you. Even if it is working on them, they're still going to try to attack you. So if you're standing directly in front of them and you remain there, when they go to attack, you're still there. Or if you move to the left or the right and they can't see and their eyes are all, you know, full of pepper spray, they don't see that you've moved to the left or the right, and that gives you time to get away. As soon as you move to the left or right, then get out of there. And keep in mind, people don't think of it, but if, say that you spray someone with pepper spray, most people don't think, and especially if it's the phone, they can take that pepper spray and throw it right back at you. So you don't want anybody to be throwing that pepper spray right back at you. So if you're standing directly in front of them and you spray them, they're going to throw it in that direction where they last saw you, where you were. So you need to make sure that you're spraying, moving, so that they can't attack you and they can't throw that pepper spray on you. So be mindful of that, and have a plan B, because you may have to fight. Be prepared. Anytime you spray pepper spray, bear spray or whatever, make sure that you're ready to fight. And when you're fighting someone, you are fighting for your life. You are fighting right there. You do not want to go from there. You want to stay right there where you're at and fight. And have a code. Have a code. Our family has a code. There's a question that I ask my children. They've known it. We had the same question for years. And if I ask them that question and they have a certain response that they're supposed to give me, because they may be with someone and they cannot say, I'm in trouble, I need help. But when I ask them this question, how they answer it will tell me whether or not they are in trouble and whether they need help. So make sure that you have a question that everybody knows and that what the answer would be if they're in trouble. Now say that my kids, I text them and they don't text me back, and say that I keep trying to get a hold of them and I can't get a hold of them, and I'll be like, I don't know. If they do not respond to me when I send that text with that question, if maybe I'm thinking maybe it's something wrong. So if I send to them that question, I text them that question and they don't answer me, my next text is, if you don't answer me, I'm calling the police. So they know that they better answer that question. So usually 9 times out of 10, when I text them the question, they will immediately call me and let me know everything's okay. Now, if they were with someone, they would call me and tell me the code, so I would know they're not okay. But it would sound like in front of someone else that they're okay. So make sure that you have that question for your family members, especially your children, and your children can teach your grandchildren, or you can teach your grandchildren that question, so that they will know that if they're in trouble, you will be there. So, and you know, maybe you don't know where they are, but now with the cell phones and stuff, they could track people in case of emergencies and so forth like that. So, but I know this is kind of a off the wall subject, but it was just on my heart, and I said, well, you know, I think I'm going to, you know, do that for Tea Tuesday. So, and ladies, I see so many ladies in the supermarket, when you're in Walmart and you're in different stores, do not put your purse in that little section for the children to sit in. So many women, I've seen them, they have their purses wide open, their wallets are right there. People will take it. People will take it. And you say, well, I don't have any money in it, but you got your driver's license, you've got credit cards, you've got your bank card, you've got other things in there that you don't want to have to replace. So it's better to be safe than sorry. If you are going to put it in there, if I put it in there, I always make sure I take that child strap and I just roll it through there a few times and then snap it like a child. So, you know, that is an option if I am going to put it in. Most of the time I don't do that. I try not to put my purse into that section. Sometimes if it gets a little heavy, I will, but I always make sure that I put it secure. So at least they have a little bit of a hard time to get it out. So, but that's it for this Tea Tuesday. Be safe, be aware of your surroundings, and never go to the second location. Stay safe. See you next Tea Tuesday.